navigating divorce, polygamy, and contradictions, all with comedic flair. Let's dive into the debate.
But you said that you would divorce a woman based on if she one of your children.
I answered your crazy question. Yes. And I said yes.
There's nothing crazy about it. Here's why it's not crazy. I demonstrated to you that just by in lieu of you having people who are not a biological parent inside of the household, right? The chances of a child getting hurt or injured by this other person who's not a biological parent drastically go up. I can give you all of the data on this if you'd like it. I
Say
can
that,
link
can you
it
say
to
that one
you.
more time? I
Yes,
apologize.
if it is the case that you live in a household with non-biological parents, your chances of injury drastically increase. Drastically increase. So if the state has custody of you, drastically increase. You have a stepdad, it increases. Stepmom, it increases. And in polygamous homes where there's multiple wives, the chances of a child getting hurt increase by the non blooded parent. They increase. That is in
Are these
fact,
Israelites or
hang
these?
on, hang on. That is in fact the case when you study polygamy. The thing is that why it is pertinent is because your chances would increase of one of your wives hurting one of your children that's not one of her biological offspring. So it's pertinent for me to ask inside of your religion, could you leave her? You said yes. And then you said the only way for you to leave a person or divorce them, separate yourself from them, is actually through fornication. This is a P not P contradiction. It's a literal P not P. So you have to reconcile this contradiction. How can you divorce your wife if she murdered one of your children? How can you do that?
Because in the Bible, when David was dancing. He just united he just united all 12 tribes. He dancing on a dance floor, getting busy. And as he dancing, I guess his skirt or his garment or whatever showed a little bit, and the ladies was going wild. And then one of his wives complained about it. And he said, I'll get my glory from them rather, that you did not give me. And he put her up in a tower, turned her into Rumpelstiltskin, never had kids with her, never did anything with her.
Yeah, can you answer my
Now,
question now?
this is answering your question. So the reason why I can put her away is
Uh-huh.
because of the heinous act in your scenario
Okay.
that she did.
Can you
In
put
real, wait, why can't I finish answering?
okay,
In
well,
real
how
time,
long are you going to filibuster, dude? I just want to get through the questions. The answer is yes, you can, right? You can divorce her
I can.
absent fornication.
In a normal environment, no. In the absurd environment that you say, no.
What? Can you divorce her or not?
Sorry, I said that wrong. In the absurd environment that you created, yes.
Okay,
In the
so then
normal environment,
can you divorce her if she diddles one of them?
yes. If she
Okay,
did
so
a, when you say diddle, you talk
molest
about
them.
another you talk
Yeah,
about another
molest them.
woman, right?
Yeah, a woman's molesting one of your sons. Can you divorce her for that?
Yeah, I don't understand these weird questions right here, man.
They're super
You a
pertinent.
freak. You might have been with
Yeah, this
Epstein.
is not freakish.
Put this mic over her too. What you like to do, Andrew? Let me step in for a second. What you like to do, bro, is you like to set up a scenario that only benefits what you're talking about. So you trying to force him to talk about this. You want to stay in this certain little deal because it fits your narrative on what you're trying to say. That's why your hypothetical is all this crazy shit, and that's why he really like. Why are you saying all this stuff? I get what he's saying, but you trying to control the deal, and you don't want it to go outside of this crazy scenario that you brought up, and you only want to talk about this scenario that you brought up. But he trying to get a nuance. Why you talking about that? Why you want to stick in there and you only want me to be confined in this area? I get what I get it. I get it. So fuck it, man. Fuck it, man. That's how I say fuck it, nigga. Fuck your scenario, Andrew. And I rock with you, Andrew, when you going against the women. I rock with you. You're incredible. You're a demon. But I don't like it when you try to do this shit with men. Because it ain't going to fly right. Because you ain't going to be talking to me like that. Trying to tell me, just answer the question. No, nigga, fuck your question. We're having a discussion right now, right? You trying to put your plan out, and I ain't with that shit. So fuck your argument, nigga. Let's talk about what I want to talk about. You feel me? You feel me, don't you? I know you feel me. But let's let's continue going. Let's continue.
When you open up by talking about how the Catholic priest molests children, that's perfectly relevant.
Then
When
when
I
you go
talk
in
about
your
abuse,
mind
but when I
and
talk about
say this
abuse and
freaky stuff
polygyny,
you think
that's
you
not relevant. It's like, what are you talking
definitely
about?
with Epstein. You
Yeah,
was with
whatever.
Epstein.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Epstein. So
Hey,
anyway,
Cap, it's relevant. There's
it's
answer the
totally
questions, man.
not only is it totally
And
relevant,
he can talk about my language. I couldn't read a word, but when I do something to him, you got to say something.
you
cool.
can
Yo,
attack me.
Cap,
I don't care.
I was
Like,
totally fair,
look,
Cap.
I don't
I've
give
been
a shit. I
Go
don't
ahead.
care about any of your insults. I just want the questions
there you
answered.
go.
So
There you
so
go.
it's the case then that you can divorce outside of fornication, outside of your wife cheating with another man.
In your Epstein-minded view, I would not stay with anybody that's less than a kid,
Uh-huh.
that's unaliving a kid,
Yeah.
nor would they be a part of our community because you cannot as kids and be amongst us.
Yeah, but like that's so stupid. There's no way for you to notate that to know that this will be the case or not the case. If you had like 6 wives and they all lived in a household with you, right? One of them could kill feasibly one of your other children. They could do that. They could just have postpartum depression and drown them. Just drown them in a tub. They get angry one day and do that. Like that happens. It's not a joke. I don't know why you think that this is Epstein Island conspiratorial tinfoil hat stuff. That could happen. And if it does, I just want you to say that, yes, you can leave her for that.
I said it already. Though.
Okay, then if
That's
that's the case, you're in a performative contradiction because you
I'm not.
believe it's only under the idea of fornication that you can leave your wife, and that's it. And yet here you say, no, you can leave her for other extenuating circumstances as well. How about this? Okay. Is it the case that if you found out that your wife was robbing everybody else in your family, okay, and was also an addict, could you leave her then? No. You couldn't leave her then? No.
I wouldn't. I would fix her.
Okay. And then what if it's the case that you found out that your wife, before you met her, right, had a multitude of sexual partners that you were unaware of and had contracted HIV? Could you leave her then?
I would know that before I got with her.
Yeah, it didn't show up on the tests, the HIV, and she hit her pass. She hit it. She hit it from you.
I get the part about the sex, but how is HIV hitting?
Well,
They got
but
a chart.
you go down, you get a test. Let's just say you go down and get a test. The HIV doesn't show up on the test for whatever reason. There's some, mistake at the lab, perhaps something like this. You find out she has HIV. You found out that she had tons of sexual partners before you that she did not disclose to you, and you married her anyway. Can you leave her then?
Yeah, I wouldn't be with her no more.
Okay, yeah, so you can leave her then. So there's all kinds so there's all sorts of ways
Battle.
in which you can leave your wife even if she's not cheating on you with somebody. So you're just lying. You're lying to us. You're lying to everybody who's listening. You lied about how it is that you're able to separate yourself from your wife. You are caught in a performative contradiction. You lied, sir. And not only that, let's
Wait,
point this out. Let's
some
point
of
this
some
out.
white women.
How could it be the case that polygyny, under this especially, under your idealism of polygyny, how's that going to help the West? How's that actually
You-
going to help the West?
When you say under my ideal, can you explain what you mean?
Yeah, whatever you think the rules are when it comes to polygyny. Like, for instance, can your wives have sex with each other? Can you have sex with them at the same time? Okay, can you ejaculate halfway in one and then the rest of the way in another?
That's the same. This the Epstein portion of the battle, y'all. 'Cause
It's
that-
important. It's important to make these
I
distinctions.
just said I can't have sex with them at the same time. So why would your mind say
Could you have sex?
ejaculate in one and
Because they're different questions. Could you have sex with one of them in the same bed, another one sleeping in?
that's fornication? No.
Well, how is that fornication? You're not sleeping with
'Cause
her.
They can't see each other's nakedness.
Okay, so in your view,
Mm.
when it comes to
Epstein file.
yeah, when it comes to this,
This some weird questions. Man.
what is correct for you under polygyny is that you can have as many wives as you sleep with becomes your wife, right? You have to take care of those women. Is that
Have as many?
what's that?
You cannot have as many.
Well, you're gonna have as many as you sleep with, right?
What I mean by that is that's why I reference Deuteronomy 17:17 when it says, "Do not multiply wives to yourselves, that it tempts your heart of what is."
Yeah, but if somebody decided to go ahead and sleep with 30 women, under your view, he's married to all 30 of those women, right?
Yes.
And he needs to take care of all of those women as though they were his wife, right?
You said what?
And he needs to take care of all those women as though they are his wife, right? Okay, yes. So if this is the case, what would be the enforcement arm here to make sure that these men take care of all the women that they have sex with? How would you enforce that in the
That's,
West?
that's actually a good question. And what I want to say is all of this weird shit that he said from Epstein Island, monogamous people do all the time.
No, monogamous people don't come in one woman and then come in another. They're not monogamous definitionally.
Ejaculate in one, put it in another.
No, they don't.
Other
That
people,
would be definitionally not monogamy.
yes, they do.
No, that
Yes,
wouldn't be
they do.
monogamy.
So
But
now,
anyway,
to answer,
answer the question, please.
so to answer your question,
Hmm.
and here's the beautiful part about us as Israelites, the way that we teach it.
Hmm.
America is a cesspool of fornication. Monogamous or polygamous, they don't do it. That's even why he asked me these weird questions. He's asking me these weird questions because there are people like Neo, for example, the entertainer Neo.
Just answer the question, dude.
Just answer. What are you feeling, man?
I just
Put
want
a
you to
time limit or
answer.
something?
How would you force this?
I'm answering. We would
You're not
enforce
going to
it
answer it.
by re-educating our men and women the value of sex itself. The whole reason why we say sex is marriage because the world does not believe that. Andrew and I do agree that the paper means nothing as far as marriage goes, but the world does not. The world believes that as long as I don't have that paper marriage, I can have sex with whoever I want to have sex with. So when we teach, we actually put the value on sex by re-educating and saying, no, you don't sow your oats and sleep with every woman. You don't have sex with every man. If you have sex with that woman, you got to keep her. And then what did that do? What does that do? That forces you to find out about her past.
What about enforcement, though? Can we get to that part? How do you enforce it?
We teach it. We don't force any. See, white people say force because that's what y'all do.
Yes.
Rape, enslave, and pillage.
Yes.
So
well,
you
you're going to
should
have to
really
use.
act- You should
Well,
act-
wait a second. You are going to have to use force necessarily because if somebody once says that they're a part of your church and want to be a part of your church, and you
Mhm.
say no, you can't be a part of our church, you're going to enforce that, right?
No, we stop them. Like you tried to come to my school, I would say no, you can't.
Right. So then use
If you try
enforcement.
to but you'd have to force your way.
Yes.
You would be offending us.
Yeah. So you would be using force to defend yourself, right?
Right, in that
Okay.
instance, yes.
Yeah. So
So
when
we
we're
don't
talking.
go out and force people.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Okay.
You're just talking about basic force doctrine here, right? So the idea here, though, is that
people force.
yeah, whatever it is, you're saying defense, it's still force. Defense is force. You
No.
agree?
No,
No, you don't agree with defense force?
I'm gonna mute that up. Defense is defending.
Yes, but it's using force.
Offense is force.
No, defense is also can be used as force. Yes, both force. You can say enforce might be a different word. Enforce. Enforce would usually be the aggressor.
I
right?
typed this defense force and it says that's
Yes.
defense force can refer to the military. So I don't think.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you're defending yourself by punching person in the face, you're using force, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So then
the reason
defense.
why I'm saying
Defense is also force, and offense is force. They're both force in this situation we're talking about.
the same category, but I'm gonna do you for.
I would agree.
I'm agree with you. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one.
Okay, so we're talking about enforcement, right? You don't actually have any sort of enforcement at the governmental level. So you don't want your ecclesiology to be enforced at the government level, right?
No, I do actually.
Okay, you do. So you actually want to use force, then,
No, I
don't
don't
you?
want-
Well, then
you
how
listen,
could the
you-
government enforce that force?
Hear what you're saying. What I want, what I would prefer, if we
Mhm.
lived according to God's laws, absolutely. Am I gonna force or tell the government by force we got to do that? You show me where
Well,
Christ. What the
Wait, that's not what I'm asking. I'm not asking you to force the government. I'm asking you to like the government to enforce your worldview. Okay. No.
Because
No.
they get. Let me answer. If they get to enforce it, somehow Black, Hispanic, Native Indians is gonna be the one why y'all free. Force. Y'all get force. Black people, Hispanic people suffer.
Okay, so then in your view of your ecclesiology, you don't want that at the government top-down level promoting ecclesiology, right? You don't want the government doing that.
Not by force, no.
What the fuck is the difference between the system for the West and the one you already have where you can already do the shit you're doing? What's the difference? It's the same system. The system here is liberal system of you can do whatever you want as long as you're not hurting somebody else. The system you're advocating, you can do whatever you want as long as you're not hurting anybody else. You don't want any of your ecclesiology at the
That's not
national
the
level.
system I'm
Hang on, you literally said any of my ecclesiastical authority force at the national level, the governmental period. You don't want that. So how is it that right this second you don't already have what you want? Right this second you be a polygynist. Right this second you can do exactly anybody can do exactly what you're doing. You can go fuck a chick and you're my wife. And she goes, oh, I agree. And both of you are married according to you. You can do this. You can do this. Right this second. What do you bring? What do you bring to the table here that's changing any of this? What are you bringing to the table here?
So in the beginning of this diet, first I want to show how nasty he is. He ended up having sex with a chicken. That's Epstein.
Chick. No, I said a chick. Not a fucking chicken. I said you go bang a chick.
Chicken. No problem.
Chick. No, not. That wouldn't even make sense in context. You go bang a chicken now you're married. Like, that wouldn't even make sense.
That's what it sounded like you said, man.
Instead of a
But-
chick. Okay.
Yeah, maybe he was talking fast.
Okay.
Um,
Anyway, what you bring to the table here changes anything. It's just
okay,
the
so
same shit.
first of all, the problems in the West have nothing to do with monogamy or polygamy. It has nothing to do with it.
Oh, okay.
So-
It's not good. Polygyny and good for the West then?
I'm gonna stop it right here, man. I don't like this one. I probably don't even put this one out. I just don't like it. Seemed like I was siding with the Israelite dude, but just look like Andrew just outsmarted him. I don't like it, so I won't show it. I probably show that one, but I won't show this one.
like, then I go out and get it. I make changes, that's why I'm different. I see it before it happens, that's vision. Telling myself I know I like